Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft survival video. This is episode 44 and yeah, previously we constructed the storage room and we also built the insanely fast kelp farm, which is just sitting over here. I'll quickly show it to you in case you missed it. But this thing, I'm not kidding you, I was probably playing on this world for about an hour afterwards because I had to fix a few things. And I've already got 2.5 double chests of kelp. Now, the reason why I played for about an hour after I recorded last week's video was because I sort of looked at I was clearing up the backlog that was caused when I was obviously building the item elevator. And the kelp just kept consistently coming. And I was like, why is this? And for some weird reason, it was backlogged still. I cleared it, then 5 minutes later it was back, and it was just, and the reason why it was backlogged was because the elevator was so slow and the kelp was so fast that it was just overpowering the elevator. So as you can hear, I've now got a brand new elevator, and it looks a lot, it's like an observer based one. It's just super fast, and I left it running for about half an hour. Like with just the kelp farm, and there's not been a single backlog. I haven't had any backlog yet, which is really good. And as you saw a minute ago, I've got over 2.5 double chests, so we've got all that. So in the near future, probably within the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna have to build the smelting area because, well, I need it and I have designed it, so that's something. But today we're going to be working on one of the pumpkin farms, and I've sort of decided that we're sort of going to do this a little bit differently to how I normally do these videos, because obviously normally I just build it and then sort of do progress updates. But what I might do is I might sort of do like snippets, sort of just build them in my own time and just keep building. Because I want to start doing 2 Minecraft videos a week again, because this means I can get more progress done. So I can do one where I do the farms, like the main episode on a Monday is where I build the farms, and then on the Friday it can be like a smaller one. So maybe if Dilsey comes on the world or something, I could do a video with him. If there's anyone else who wants to join, I can make a video with them. If there's like something I need to fix, I could do that and stuff like that. Because I have got a few small projects I need to get done, like the Guardian farm, which I built ages ago. Do you remember that? Turns out that version of that sort of Guardian farm does not work on console, so that was super annoying. So I spent all day yesterday, like literally, well, about 5-6 hours of the day, designing a brand new one, sort of redesigning, and I've nearly done it. I've got the spawning area done, it works. What I need to do is put the water streams in, because I've got to put it in I've got to match it up to the room I've got, because I don't want to rebuild it, because that took me several hours to make. So I was thinking maybe putting them off at the side and then doing a mob elevator and then dropping them down. I mean, that's what I'm working on. So that'll probably be the easiest one to do. So once I've done that, I'll do that, but I'll do that in my own time, because obviously I've spent so long on the Guardian farm that, you probably don't want to see that. But I could probably do it like this, sort of how I'm going to do these. So I'll do like, it's sort of be like a montage type thing. So I'll do a montage video, but I'll sort of record snippets in between, sort of put them in. Just give it a bit more structure into the video, in my opinion. Because obviously these farms are all identical. These farms over here are identical to these ones, which are based off the Netherwart farms. So really there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 more unique farms, or 5 more unique farms I need to make. Wait, melon pumpkin, that's 1. The wheats and beetroot, carrot, potatoes, Netherwart, that's 2. Sugarcane 3, cactus 4. Yeah, so there's like 4 different types of farms I need to make really. And then after that I've still got to do the cocoa bean farms, which I still need to plan, which is why I think of doing the montage things. It just means that one, it just makes it a lot easier for me to record these, because then it looks I've done more in the video and I get the project done a lot quicker, and it doesn't get repetitive. Because if I spent 1 week doing this, another week doing that, another week doing that and that, that's an entire month, and that's quite boring. And when it gets to these farms, I'll spend spending 2 months on them. But my aim is to get this entire project done by the new year. So by New Year's Eve, I want to get this entire project done, and I've got the holes dug out other than cactus. It should be easy, hopefully. I've got about 6 weeks, and I've got a lot happening in that 6 weeks. But it should be good. Well, actually I haven't. And here we are, back on this world. Wait, what's the time now? Because when I've done the last clip it was about 9 o'clock. It's now 4:15. And there's a reason why it's taken so long. Basically, I spent 2 hours building this, got up to the 7th layer out of the 12. What happens? My game freezes and my PlayStation won't respond. So I have to turn it off by the plug because I've got no choice. I turn it back on, you know, everything's fine, it's all working. I load up this world and it says it's corrupted. Now, you're probably wondering how on earth I got this world back. Like, how am I still on it? Well, luckily, because I've got PlayStation Plus, I've set it up so like, my stuff automatically uploads to the online storage. Meaning, the last time I went on this was Thursday the 8th of November. That day, that very same day, it uploaded itself to the PlayStation online storage. Meaning, PlayStation actually done. It saved me. PlayStation saved me. I had to do all this again, but now, as you can see, we've got all 12 layers in. We've got the little seeds in. One thing I am missing is lighting. I forgot to put lighting in, so I have to do something about that. But I've only got 3 fireworks. But I imagine I could easily, get through. I could use 3 fireworks, easy enough. So I have to do something about lighting, but I'll do that another time. But right now I've got to worry about the redstone, and I've got an easier method. I've got a method that's a lot easier than the one I designed. Using observers, because in the other design I used like a torch tower, but by the time I was finished, like with the torch tower and everything, it was like right here. I mean, it'd invade this side of the farm, which I need the redstone for. So I need to try and build something that's right here, and also doesn't affect the hoppers. So I had to think of something quick, and I think I've got something. Just stack up a bunch of observers and a job should be done. Expensive, but should get it done. Because if I stack them up here, it just means that I can then use actually if I put it right here, I could use this observer tower for all 4 at this 2 lines and these 2 lines. Well, really it's like 24 lines, and the same for over here. But if I put it up here, like right here, I know there's no hoppers around. I have to obviously extend it a little bit. But I was thinking if I put it up right here, it's just less digging out to do. But I could put it right here, because then, or right here, because then it's only one digging out once and only going a few blocks. So I might do that. And I'm going to move the daylight sensor right here, because it's right at the back, it's out the way. I don't really need to come over here, because I know this thing is working like a beast. So I'm going to get on with this, and I'll be back once I've done that. Alrighty, so I've now finished the pumpkin farm completely, and I'm going to be honest, I've already recorded this clip. In fact, I've already recorded this episode once, but I messed up. Let me just, yep, my mic's on. Basically, I recorded about half the video, and I didn't have my mic on. So, you saw me like, build all this up, and yeah, I might just explain how it works, because otherwise you'll be so confused. So basically, I've replaced all the stone with the dirt, because the pumpkin's gonna only grow on the grass, farmland or dirt. And for the redstone I have just done like an observer sort of based one, so it's like observer redstone sort of thing, just to make it a bit more compact. It's more expensive but more compact, meaning we can fit it inside this path area. And if we come over to the storage room, I had a little bit of trouble over here like earlier on, but that's fine now. I've sorted it all out. And what was happening was, as I was building the farm, stone was falling into the hoppers, causing the hoppers to sort of, how do I put this, replace the stone. And basically the stone was filling up because I hadn't filled it up. And if I sort of grab these shulker boxes here, just sort of stack up a little bit, I've renamed the items. There we go. Now we rename the items. And you're probably wondering how I've got all this dried kelp. Well, basically, because that happened, all the items coming into here, these chests, that's all sorted. And I had to rearrange them. And at the beginning of the last episode, we had 2.5 shulker box, or 2.5 chests, pretty much, of kelp. I've emptied that completely, because we are up. I got 9 chests, and by the time I'd like filled them all in, I had 21 shulker boxes of kelp. 21 shulker boxes. So I had to empty it and take it back to my base and sort of smelt it, if you like. So that's what I've done here. It's really hot in my room. I apologise if I sound a bit tired. I ran up the stairs and haven't had a drink in ages. I had wanted to get this video done because I've already edited the rest of them. I went to edit this one, then I realised. But yeah, we filled up. In total we had this entire shulker box full, we had this shulker box full, and we had about 9 rows on this chest with this shulker box. And the reason why we've got a bit less now, we've lost about half of it, was because I've gone over to the spawn area project. Well, I'm just going to call it the spawn area now. And I basically just filled up all the furnaces there because they were just empty. So that's all good. So we've got all that sorted. So now we can actually use the smelters. And that's pretty much all that happened over there. And yeah, I think I'm gonna quickly, get a drink because I'm gasping for a drink and I'm actually can't talk or breathe. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I've just gotten a drink and I feel much better now. I don't feel like I'm going to pass out, which is good. So, yeah, as I was saying earlier on about like this, basically it had flooded, backlogged, and it took quite a while to clear. There's still a few of my items that I still need to clear out because I had to empty my inventory completely. I had to get a whole ton of shulker boxes to get this. I had to empty a whole bunch from my storage room, put it into different chests, bring it over here. Yeah, it's just crazy. I've got a whole bunch of observers and stuff like that. I've just got a bunch of materials that I needed for this project. So that's good because the first few were on Monday. The last clip was on a Wednesday. Well, 2 clips ago. Yeah, the clip before last was Wednesday. The last clip and today were today. And yeah. I'm sorry about that. I don't know whereabouts, but there was some dogs barking. I could just sense my dog was about to bark, and he did once. But yeah, and in the previous clips I was also mentioning that my Guardian farm wasn't working because on console Guardians can't spawn in the water soul sand columns, the bubble columns, that's the word for them. So I had to sort of come up with a different design. And I think I've got one. I've got it, I've built it, it tests it, I've tested it, it works. So I might just show you what that is. I might just quickly show it off in this episode because I had an entire episode, as I said in the last clip, already planned out, but because I didn't have my mic, like I just obviously can't use it. And I've showing off that. but I want to try and keep, you know, the view, no. I'm trying to keep the, whatever you call it, video duration up. Yeah, between like 15-20 minutes. I don't know why I said views. I mean, I get none of them, so yeah, that's pretty much what I've got to say, really. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly pop into my creative world, and I'll show you like progress I've done on this and progress I've done on my Guardian farm. Well, it's looking good. Righty, so I've just loaded up the creative version of this world, and just to show you, that is the creative version. Well, one, I've got an extra room, and two, I've only got half the kelp farm loaded up, so that's just to prove that, you know, I'm in the creative version of this world, just to test my project. And then, as you can see, I've got a nice little staircase coming down here, which goes down to level 40, and I've got a nice little room, and I haven't got anything automatic because, let's face it, anvils, I won't really need too many of them, so I'll just put them obviously there, just because you might need them in case you need to repair tools or anything over here. And then I've obviously got ender chest because, you know, you can never not have an ender chest. Some in like a farm area, they're just useful to have. And then crafting tables, gotta love crafting tables. And then let's just hop through the portal. And I switched to survival because obviously I just go straight through the nether. Or to the nether. And here's the furnace area. This probably won't be building probably in the next episode because I took an hour and a half to smelt up all that kelp because I only had 164 furnace system, which was good, but this one's a lot better because I've got two of them. I mean, I could do 2 shulk boxes at a time, and then the kelp comes in here. I've tested it and it all works, and I've got one of them ultra fast item elevators, and I like the room. It's a nice design, and I've got a little map wall here. We are currently, this is where we are right down here. I'll have to quickly break a block. Yeah, we're right there. And I wish they got rid of that item frame. But that item frame there, that's really annoying, that is. Because you're trying to see the map and it's just there. But yeah, I'll show you the furnace system now. So I've got a 16 furnace system, which is good because it doesn't split it evenly, which is annoying because the speed of the minecarts is just so fast. But it's somewhat even. I mean, these ones get a little bit less, and a few down there get a few less. And I've also upgraded, well, not upgraded, but updated the furnace. So instead of levers here, I've put birch pressure plates. So all I've got to do now is just stand on here or throw an item down and it'll go off, and then I can sort of prepare this one, then while I'm preparing this one's sort of smelting up, and that just makes it a bit easier as well. Also, you don't have a lever sticking out, so it just looks so much nicer. So that's good. It'll take a lot longer to obviously clear the items, so that's a good thing. And yeah, so I've got 32 furnaces in general. Yeah, this hole's a bit smaller because that one I've randomly dug out. Yeah, they're both the same design, nice and simple. The best thing, I've only got to use 2 levers. And I've got one of these elevators down here. It's just something nice and simple. In survival, I'll probably put like a bit of glowstone right there or something just to keep that lit up. And I'll do the same over here as well. Already done it. Good, good. And now I'll take you over to my Guardian farm because that's changed massively. I've redesigned the entire farm. And here we are, back in the Enderman farm. It's still pretty, you know, it's still the same room. But when you come up here, like, it's changed completely. And also there's guardians, so that makes a difference. So I've sort of gone for one of the old designs, but on a much bigger scale. So now this entire 58 by 58 area it's just one massive guardian farm. I'll quickly break in there, show you how it works, and how handy is that. I've already got a slot down here. Yeah, so this bit up here, above the prismarine, that's all just decorative right there. Like, it's not needed, but it's just there because obviously with the old farm, they used to come up all the way here and then down there. I just didn't want to break it, so I've just had to break all this and then bring it down. So now that anything below the prismarine is the spawning area, and they can just fall down and then, well, they sink down, and then they fall into this water system, and then they sort of bubble down here. I've got the same sort of water system, but then I have this. And did I hear it drowned? Yeah, I hear it drowned somewhere. It's probably outside, because this is like underneath the gravel. Yes, and they come down here, and because they try to grab onto water, they'll just automatically hop into here, which is the best thing. And then they come down here, oh, up here should I say, and then I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, players do struggle. Guardians are fine with that, actually. What I might just do is raise this bit up by one. There we go. Boom. Boom. That should make it a little bit easier for Guardians to get up and down. So much easier. And then players just... Obviously players are a bit harder to maneuver. But yeah, as you see, they go down the system. And after I built this, I did realise that I could do it that way to this way. And then have the elevator come out here. And then fall in. So I'll probably do that in survival. And I'll give more detailed explanation of that when I get there. Yeah, they sort of come down the system into 3-block high lava, which I've also lowered by a significant amount, by like 20 blocks or something. Because look, as you can see, this comes up all the way to like 50 something. So if I reduce the like distance, I can lower that by a whole, like, by a great number of blocks, like at least 10 blocks or something crazy. And all the fish are still sort of swimming to the top, which is annoying because I mean I can't actually finish my aquarium. Yeah, we've got the Guardian farm's now sort of 100% working. And yeah, what I'll do for the survival version, I'll start this top stream of water at the back there and then sort of work it to the front. So I just thought I missed some water then, which I didn't. I thought there's a whole row missing. Yeah, so I'll probably have the elevator come out here-ish, and then it'll come up, and it'll probably come up to literally like here-ish. I mean, I can then just go there, put it down, have the lava, and they'll die. Well, be one hit away from death. But as you can see, I've got Guardians in there. Oh my, that is horrible. Obviously I have to have that sort of resistance beacon and pressure plates. But this thing is good. Like, only because I've AFK'd there. Like, when you first start it up, as you can see, I get hardly any. So like, if I get any items, I can just throw them in like that. And there you go. It is now flowing through the system. And it's all working, which is good. And is that a turtle? No, it's drowned. Yeah, I was going to say, that better not be a turtle. Because... Wait, where'd that spawn? It spawned inside the system. Yeah, it must have spawned in here. Or is it underneath? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave it a big thumbs up, and next time I'll be at the farm area making up the sugarcane farm. Even if I don't have the melon farms done, I'll build the sugarcane. But anyway, see ya.